Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios on this 08.21.2026. Current time is 0608 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York, where I live and reside. This Friday morning, we made it to the weekend. Thank God it's Friday. Rich Roberts here, Fireman Rich at Fireman Rich over there on X, as well as all those other fine social media platforms where I'm at. Just check the show notes on the platforms that you're on, or just Google Fireman Rich, but primarily on X at Fireman Rich on X. And we are here. Thank God. I got the morning coffee. And hashtag positive start to the day, hashtag PSTTD. And we had this up. I had to shut it down. I tried rebooting the OBS. I tried refreshing the Rumble client, but it took 5 minutes, between 5 and 10 minutes to reboot. And the Rumble Studios has been a little acting up a little bit. The other day, I couldn't even get on it. I don't know if they are retooling something on the Rumble side, or or what. But it's 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 ending the week as we started the week, with a little glitches and stuff like that. But no big deal. I hope everybody's having a great start to their morning, or middle of their day, or end of their day, as far as that may be around this blue marble that we live on. And I hope everybody's had a good week so far. I've had a good week for the most part, despite the challenges, not problems, not issues, the challenges to overcome that we had this week. And I think we mitigated them quite well, as far as that, the few things that have come up this week. And yesterday was a good day, grand day. The missus, me, and my neighbors, Jim and his missus, we went and saw Jefferson Starship at Tioga Downs last night. What a rockin' concert that was. They got a gal that is playing the lead singer there. That I guess that would be Grace Slick's spot. Is Grace Slick? That's the thing we got to look up. Is Grace Slick of Grace Slick? Is she still? I don't think she's still alive. Of Jefferson Airplane, still alive. And Starship, it's actually. It used to be Airplane, then they changed it to Starship. So Elon Musk didn't have the first Starship. It was Jefferson Starship that had the first one. Still alive. Let's see. Still alive. I haven't heard any news on her, but she retired in 1990. Okay, so born in 1939. Let's see. Yeah, she's 86 years old. There was one member of the band. He was one of the guitarists. I can't remember his name, but he was one of the original bandmates. He's 88. He's turning 88, and supposedly Jefferson Starship's going to have out a new song. Let's see, Jefferson Starship song. Yesterday, I think it is called. Yesterday. It's a pretty good new song. Let's see what. Jefferson Starship did not record the song Yesterday. You might be thinking of the Yesterday by the Starship Orchestra. Well, she said there was a new song coming out. We'll have to check. We'll have to check later. But Grace Slick, she is still with us, thank God. Okay, but she's 86, and but the gal they had. I guess she's been with the band for like 18 years now and stuff. And the one the one remaining member of Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Starship, he was gracing the some. He knew the people back in the day. He knew the people back in the day. So that was the excitement last night. Um, as far as that goes with going to a concert, and as far as enjoying ourselves last night with the music that was at hand, and it was great. It was rocking. It was a full house. We got there 30 minutes before, and we were lucky we got seats. I sort of had the proverbial beam at Fenway Park in front of me, but I could lean over towards the misses and I could see the stage. Plus, they had a big screen up that showed parts of of the show last night and stuff like that. So it was a great night there with my neighbors and stuff. We really enjoyed it, and that's one of the big names I've seen there at the Tioga Downs in concert. I've seen Kansas there, and I've seen now Jefferson Starship, which was a great concert, and it just brought back some good memories because I still remember getting albums when I got my first um, was it stereo system. It was a Pioneer 1080 receiver with the turntable, the cassette deck, the Sansui speakers that I still have. I still have it all, and it was a Jefferson Airplane. Then when what's this group, Jefferson Starship, and they said, oh, that's the same group, and it's like, oh, okay. I guess it's because we're launching rockets to the moon and stuff like that. So, but it was a very good time, and we all enjoyed ourselves and stuff like that. Here we go. Here's good morning to Tina, our Jersey girl. Good morning. Glad to see you here. Raise my coffee cup to you. Hope you had a good week, had a good day yesterday. And yesterday was well, you can see I'm wearing the hoodie, so it's a little bit cool. It was I don't think it got more than it never got out of it did rain last night or yesterday before, and it cleared just before, about an hour and a half before the concert start with Jefferson Starship. And um, was it and it was a nice evening. You couldn't ask for a better evening, but it was cool. It was in the 60s all day yesterday. So, and it's one of the things I noticed yesterday, and I talked about on the Fireman Rich audio podcast yesterday on Spotify for creators, at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify. We have a maple tree over here at the end of the on the other side, this across the driveway here, and down towards the end of the street. It's already changing colors. So maybe an early fall. And today, yeah, we got a foggy. Is it foggy out there? Yeah, we got a foggy day. So we got to mark the calendar for another foggy day. So let's see. Let's see. Foggy day. FD, foggy day. Not fire department. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 11 days that have been foggy that I've noticed. So that means there will be at least 11 snowstorms here in the southern tier of upstate New York. And let's see, Tina says, up all night, caught my daughter's call. Oh, you're sick. Well, take care of yourself, Tina. Take some vitamin C. Get the vitamin C in you. That cold will eat away at the vitamin C instead of your body and stuff like that. Take the vitamin C. Take a little bit more vitamin C than you normally do. It's not going to hurt you. You just go to the bathroom, and you got to replenish your vitamin C daily. People say, "Oh, you take vitamin C tablets, but you just sort of you pee it out all the time." No, you have to replenish it every day. As far as that goes, that's one of those vitamins that they're water soluble, so they're going to go through your system, but your system extracts those important vitamins that it needs to function. As far as that goes, I take about 2 grams of vitamin C daily now. I was when I was running, I was taking anywhere upwards to 7 grams and stuff. I do take them. Okay, that's good. That's good. But I hope you're feeling well. As far as it sucks being sick, as far as that goes. Your daughter, she gave you the cold and stuff like that. So well, that makes you're good for winter. You won't get a cold during the winter time. It's you're immune. you're getting immune early. So the weather yesterday was uh, cool, which was unusual as far as that goes. Zinc and vitamin C. Yeah, I don't take zinc. I take vitamin C, vitamin E, B12. I think it is magnesium, and what's the other one? I take vitamin D like once every other day or once every 3 days and stuff. I don't take it every day. I don't. I'm out in the sun anyway. So, and but vitamin C and vitamin E, I've been taking that ever since high school when I was running cross country, as far as that goes. And when I got really into my running when I was in the Air Force, because I did make an Air Force team, their base team when I was overseas, and um, you have to stay healthy. And vitamin C, I can attest that vitamin C is very important for you to you as far as that goes. And the vitamin C tablets, any type, it's just regular vitamin C. There's no difference. Vitamin C is vitamin C. The only thing is when you can't. I think you get more value when you take the tablets. I mean, I know they don't taste good or anything like that, but I can honestly say the vitamin C I've taken over since I've been in high school. We're talking well over 50 some years. Um, that I've only been sick maybe less than 10 times, bedridden sick as far as that goes. Maybe less than 8 times, maybe I think. I know the 20 years I was in service, I was probably bedridden sick maybe 2 times, maybe three times. And then since I've been out of the service, bedridden sick maybe 2 times. So what's that? 5 times, 6 times in the last 40 some 50 years. So vitamin C is very important. And if I get a little cold, this is before they came out with that airborne stuff where you take it and they say, oh, before you get a cold, take that. I would take a couple vitamin C's before and double it really when I felt a cold coming on and it would go away. Now, if you do get a cold, it has to work its way out. And Tina says, yes, DB iron. Yes, I'm really, yeah. You never, yeah. Rarely is good. I'd rather be rarely sick than sick all the time. So that's the importance of eating healthy, eating vegetables and fruits, and not overkilling it and stuff like that. Keeping a balance. That's why they call it a balanced meal, as far as that goes. These fad eating habits that these people have and stuff like that. I think everybody's system's different, okay, and it may work on the short term, but the long term. Um, I think history will show if you just keep a balance on it, you're going to live a long, healthy life and stuff like that. Nobody can say any different. Like these wacky diets and stuff like that, and just eating all of one thing is it's stupid. It's you're restricting yourself and stuff like that, and it's boring. You can't, oh, I can't eat this because it doesn't say I should. I should only eat this. It's like, give me a freaking break. That's your choice, though. Whatever. Let's see. So the weather today, yesterday was cool. Didn't get out of the 60s. I think because every time I looked at the thermometer, it was in the 60s, and so let's see what's the current temperature now. What do we got here? What do we got? Oh, it's down here on the surface 3. Current temperature is it dropped a degree. It was 58. It dropped down to 57 degrees Fahrenheit. And we have Liberty coming in from the Niagara Buffalo area. Good morning, Liberty. Love the flags. God bless America. Good morning, Patriots. Good morning to the missus. Good morning, Twitchers and Tina and Rumblers. And the missus says good morning to you all as well. So good to have you here. We made it to the weekend as far as that goes. And I actually think my weekend started last night when we saw Jefferson Starship. It was a great concert. I mean, I enjoyed myself thoroughly. I just, the last time we went was it 3 months ago? I guess we saw a cover band for John Denver. So, but this is the real deal. This was this. Even though some of the members weren't there, they had one member of Jefferson Starship there, and I can't remember his name, but he was 80. He's turning to 88 and still plays. He sang one of the songs solo, and he can still pipe. He can bump it out, the music and stuff. So. And Tina says, "Good morning to Liberty. Good morning to the missus." And like I said, the missus, she, before I come on, she says, "Hey, good morning to everyone," and stuff. And Liberty says 53 degrees there. Yeah, it sort of stayed cool yesterday here in New York State. We did get some rain. And like I said, the rain passed through and everything was dry for the concert last night at Tioga Downs here in Tioga County. And that's casino. We do have a casino here in Tioga County. It's a good place. Mr. Gorell was there, and he is the owner and very generous man. The benefit, the all the ticket sales for last night's concert for Jefferson Starship went for the Southern Tier Veterans um, uh, uh, Association, I guess, or whatever. And so it was all for the veterans last night. So that made it even more special. Mr. Corral does that at least once a year, and he matches the ticket sales. So very very well off gentleman because he owns a racetrack down. I think it's Aqueduct. He owns Aqueduct Racetrack down in New York City, but he has the Tioga Down casinos. He sort of stepped back a little bit. He's the owner, but he has some other people that are in the front office now taking care of. But he got up on the stage yesterday, and I've talked to him a couple times. He's a very interesting gentleman, and he has really contributed to the community. He's sort of like, I almost consider him a modern day Mr. Johnson. There, when I'm always talking about 100 years ago, Mr. JF Johnson, named, who was always taking care of the community and stuff, and that's Mr. Gorell from Tioga Down. So it was a great concert for him. He always has the great concerts that that help out the veterans, and they do serve a lot of veterans here in the Southern Tier of upstate New York, the Southern Tier Veterans Association, I guess it's called. So let's see. But currently 57 degrees Fahrenheit. It was 58 when I was mumbling through trying to get this broadcast up. I had to reboot it. And well, the Rumble, it was, you couldn't even go live. I think it was Wednesday night, and I was a little concerned because I was planning on going live for the audio podcast yesterday on Spotify for Creators, at Fireman Rich on Spotify, at Fireman Rich on Spotify, which I did. They were doing something with Rumble, so maybe that's the quirk I had this morning. That could have been that as far as that goes. And Liberty says that's wonderful. Yeah, about the concert last night. It was good. I would say I saw Kansas at Tioga Downs several years back. That was a great concert because I've seen Kansas before, back in the early '80s up in Boston at the Boston Garden when they were really really big, and they were just as good at Tioga Downs. Now, last night's concert rates right up there, but Kansas is just a notch above because Kansas is one of my favorite favorite bands, I should say. And but Jefferson Starship, they're right up there. They can play the music, folks. They can play the music. It was a good concert. Everybody had a great time as far as that goes. So 57 degrees Fahrenheit here in the Southern Tier of upstate New York, which is 13 degrees Celsius. So it might be a cool one again today. Let's see what we have on the weather front as far as that goes. And we do have a foggy day. I think there's a fog alert, dense fog today. Yeah, there's a fog advisory there. So areas of fog early, becoming sunny this afternoon. High in the 78 degrees. So we're now no longer in the 80s. We're dipping down a little bit more. Winds light and variable. I'm looking out the window right now, and they're below light. They're not. It's not even. The branches aren't even moving there, so it's a little bit lower than light winds. Sun rose this morning at 6:20. That was about 7 minutes ago. It's currently 6:27 here in the upstate New York, Southern Tier of upstate New York. 6:20 a.m. the sun rose, and the sun will set. Well, we're up below 8 o'clock. The sun will be setting tonight at 7:59 p.m. 7:59 p.m. And let's see, Liberty says they used to do Gateway concerts here for free, and Kansas was the headliner. Seen them. Yeah, they're great. I would love to see Kansas again. Kansas was one of the first concerts I saw at Tioga Downs. Oh, God, it's got to be more than 8, 9 years ago, maybe. The first concert at Tioga Downs was Pat Benatar. I wish I could have seen that. I remember they must have had the amps cranking because I it, it, it I heard some. I wasn't there at the concert, but I could hear it where I was at that particular time at the concert, and it was it was something. I would have loved to seen her. Good morning, Farmer. Farmer's here. Glad to see you. Love the flags. God bless America. Hope you're doing well. You made it to the weekend. Made it to the end of the week, and good to see you here. Let's see. You've seen Eddie Money, Blue Oyster. I've seen me and the missus saw Blue Oyster Cult. They put on a good concert. Blue Oyster Cult, Pat Travis. Oh, that was the Moody Blues. I get the Moody Blues. Moody Blues. We saw the Moody Blues. I always get the Moody Blues mixed up with Blue Oyster Cult. Yeah, they're told. Yeah, I liked both music there, but we saw Moody Blues instead of. And let's see, saw Black Buck Cherry and Premiers. Yeah, I seen the Cars. We've seen Pat Benatar. I seen Pat Benatar in concert back in the day. I saw her in Springfield, Mass, when I was up at Hanscom Field, and some good concerts. It's good to see these people still rocking here, as far as that goes. Let's see. Liberty saying good morning to Farmer, and Tina saying good morning to Farmer in the chat. So let's see. Our temperatures are cool. Let's see what we got for world times and temperatures here. Starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:29 a.m. early. They're just coming into today. Cloudy skies with a little clearing, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona at 3:29 a.m. in their early evening. Clear skies, 90 degrees at 3:29 in the morning. It's still a warm one there. In the windy city of Chicago, Illinois at 5:30 a.m. Clear skies in Chicago, 63 degrees Fahrenheit. In the concrete jungle of New York City at 6:30 a.m. It's 6:30 a.m. here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York. And we have cloudy skies down in the city. It's 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Tina's letting us know down there in central New Jersey, low temperatures down there, 78 for the high, 64 for the low. And we got the same temperature. So we pretty much get the same weather that comes through here. And partly cloudy down there in New Jersey. And like what Liberty mentioned earlier, up there in the Niagara, Buffalo area, 53 degrees Fahrenheit. It's a cool one up there in Niagara, Buffalo. So, and Farmer saying good morning to Liberty and also Tina as far as reciprocal. It's a little cool. So this feels comfortable as far as that goes. Okay, let's see what we got here. Continuing with the world times and temperatures going across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean at to London, UK at 11:31 a.m. Cloudy skies, 64 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Milan, Italia, mangia, lunchtime in Milan, the beautiful city. And it's raining in Milan right now currently, 66 degrees Fahrenheit at 12:31 a.m. or p.m. They're in the afternoon. Sorry. Let's see, skipping over to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia at 6:31 p.m. Okay, p.m. They're 12 hours ahead. Sunny and clear, 91 degrees Fahrenheit in Kuala Lumpur. Over the skies of Tokyo, Japan at 7:32 in their evening. Cloudy skies with a little clearing. And down under on the great continent, great country, and great friends and allies, Australia is, as I love to say every time, at Melbourne, 8:32 p.m. in their evening. Cloudy skies, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Sydney, Australia, at 8:32 p.m., clear skies, 64 degrees Fahrenheit. And those are world times and temperatures as I speak. And we do have a thought for today. It's from the 16th president of these here United States. Is my favorite president. That is President Abraham Lincoln, who served as the 16th president until, was it from 1861 until his assassination in 1865, pretty much through the Civil War. Right man for the right man at the right time. He led the United States through the American Civil War, defeating the Confederates and playing a major role in the abolishing of slavery, as far as that goes. And let's see, his quote and our thought for today goes as follows. Where is it? Let's bring that up here. Where's I got to bring up another tab for X there, because I've got the X Live over there. We are broadcasting on X Live, where we have no viewers as of yet. But our thought for today from Abraham Lincoln goes as follows. I have simply tried to do what seemed best each day as each day came. That's all you can do. What's that?
That's right.
That's right, yeah.
But today, my best might be sitting around drinking coffee.
That's it. We might start a second pot. I have simply tried to do what seemed best each day as each day came. Abraham Lincoln. I think it's pretty evident what that means as far as that goes. The quote means you should focus on today. Focus on today, folks. Do your best right now, okay? And don't worry too much about yesterday or tomorrow. Yesterday you can't repeat. Tomorrow, it's a clean slate when you wake up tomorrow. Worry about it when you wake up tomorrow morning. Today is the day, as far as that goes. We do have things that we have to plan. We're a little bit more advanced than Abraham Lincoln's time, but you got to take care of what you have to take care of today, as far as that goes. And let's see, Liberty saying cool and wet this fall predicts. Cool and wet this fall predicts the almanac in New York. I think I've seen that in the almanac. I got the almanac too, the Farmer's Almanac. We get one every year, or try to. Hey, good morning, Gen X. Wired is here from the Rumble side. Good morning. Morning, Rich, Mrs. Tina over there on that other thing, of course. The other thing, I like that. That's a good one, Gen X. Farmer and Liberty there on Rumble and stuff like that. Yeah, Twitch is known as that other thing. That other thing there. Well, we like the people on Twitch. But good morning to you, my friend. Glad to have you here as far as that goes. And Liberty saying good morning to Gen X. And Tina from that other thing over there, Twitch, she says good morning back at you there. That's cool. I like that. That's a good chuckle one there, right there. That other thing. That's good. So that's our thought for today from Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president of the United States. Thank you, Mr. President Abraham Lincoln. God bless you, sir, and Godspeed. He is one of my favorite presidents. I've read enough history on him over the years, and some of the shows that they have on the History Channel of recent in the last year or two, they are phenomenal as far as the story of his life. He had a hard life growing up, and I think that's made him the right man at the right time when he became president, as far as that goes. And let's see. And Liberty says, and do your best for others and yourself, only if the government would adhere to that. Well, our government we're the ones that vote for them and stuff, and we have to accept the fact that one side will always outvote the other, and it happens. And over the history of this country, 250 years, Liberty, it shows how resilient we are. Okay, because if just if 1/4 of what's happened to this great country of ours, the United States of America, if that took place in other countries, they implode. And you look at it, no other country has been as great as ours as far as the freedoms we have. People say we don't have freedoms. I say that's bullshit. We have more freedoms than we realize as far as that goes. It's easy to complain. It's easy to say we don't have this, we don't have that, and stuff like that. But we persevere. We keep in the fight as far as that goes for freedom and keep this country great. Even the naysayers and stuff like that, they have a right to be here. I have no problem with that. But when it comes down to the brass talk, this country is greater than any one person or any group of people, and that's why it's so resilient. And it just blows my mind when I do think about that. I was thinking about that last night when I was at the concert. I'm sitting there, and it's for the veterans, and I'm just looking in the sky. Remember the guys that I used to work with, the guys that in the fire department that are no longer here, and as far as that goes, and they, and it's just like, where else could we have something like this in another country? As far as that goes, to have the freedoms of doing. Okay, granted, they have concerts anywhere and stuff like that, but just the moment there of thinking how much I appreciate this country, and I do love this country very much so. Let's see. And let's see. Farmer says good morning to Gen X as far as that goes, rumble to rumble. And Tina says, I always say if you don't like it. Well, yeah, you have that right. People move and then they move back. Look at Rosie. Rosie's back. I don't know if you knew that. She's back. I guess she's filling in for Fallon or whoever that so-called wannabe comedian. He's supposed to be a comedian. He's no Johnny Carson, that's for sure. But Rosie's looking pretty good, and she was pretty her first night up for filling in for Fallon. She was okay. She took a I think she looks great. Okay. But she came back, which is fine. I'm not gonna criticize. Oh, look at you! You came back. No, she came back. That's her right. She's an American. I'm not going to hold it against her. Even though she does say some things in the past about the president. I think it would be great if Rosie and the president got together and mend their ways, I guess, because they used to be pretty tight. They used to be really tight together and stuff like that. So, but the country's great. It is great. And speaking of great, there's Tony D. Tony D on the YouTube. Salute to you, my friend. Hashtag positive start today. Tony D says good morning. The missus says good morning to you, Tony. Good to see you here. Hope all is well there. And as far as that goes, I think he's at the job. He's still working, so he's still at the day job as far as that goes. And Tina's saying good morning to saying good morning to Tony over there from the Twitch side, and good to have you here on the YouTube. And let's see, our national days today. Let's see what we got here. And let's see. Liberty says good morning to Tony also from the Rumble to the YouTube as far as that goes. And let's see what's going on with this chat thing and the Rumble going a little spastic. Let's see. Our national day today, we have National Brazilian Blowout Day. I think that has something to do with the hair or something like that. I don't know what it is. We have, hey, Tony, here's one for you. National Fantasy Football Draft or Football Draft Day. When are you going to have your Bell Kings Fantasy Football Draft? As far as that goes, we had the weather, and Tony's letting us know down there on the Rumble side that down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, where he is at, it's 74 degrees Fahrenheit currently, 92 to 74 for today. It's going to be a hot one down in Georgia. I think the South is mostly hot, mostly cloudy today. So thank you, Joe. Thank you, Tina. Or thank you, Tony. To get my names right here. And Tony saying hi to Gen X, Farmer, and Liberty on the Rumble to Rumble. But yeah, today one of the selections for National Day today is, and he's giving me the salute on the Twitch. So he's covered all the bases. You look good on all the platforms there, Tony. 5x5 on that. Today is one of the selections is National Fantasy Football Draft Day. Are you going to have your draft for the Falcons Fantasy Football? Tony, if you're still there. And Farmer saying good morning to Tony D. As far as that goes. So I'll give Tony a chance to, if he wants to answer that. What when oh he's going to have when the because we're in our we're starting what our third week of the preseason. Yeah, we're starting our third week of preseason, so we only got 2 more weeks in preseason. So, but I think he said when he has this when the rosters are set. So I don't think the rosters are set until like maybe just before the fourth. Well, actually, it's after the fourth game because I think they make their site. Yeah, there we go. Waiting for the yeah. That's I know you said that before. Waiting for the rosters to be official. So that's usually after the third or after the last game or something like that. So, but today for some reason they have National Fantasy Football Draft Day as one of our national days, but I'm not selecting that one. We have National Senior Citizens Day. Unfortunately, I have to say I am a senior citizen, folks. I'm 68 years old. So I could pick that one, but I'm not. There's a better one, and I think Tina will be happy when I say I picked this one. We're gonna go with National Spumani Day. Do you like that one, Tina? I like that one. We've had this one before. This one's comes up every year. National Spumani Day. National Spumani Day. When I said, "Well, you're going to have some spumani," I said, "What the hell is spumani?" It's but on August 21st celebrates the delicious frozen treat which hails from southern Italy, as far as that goes. And Tina says, "Yes, yes, spumani. That's you have gelato, you have spumani. It's all ice. It's not. It's all cold and it tastes delicious." Hashtag National Spumani Day. Traditionally, three mold layers of flavored gelato created a unique dessert. The creamy creation often includes candy fruits, and nuts, and 2 layers with a third chocolate layer. Ooh, that sounds good. And let's see, according to the Chicago Tribune article from July 4th, 1979, a genuine spumani recipe was brought to the United States from Nola, Italy, back in 1905, and was Salvatore Lazza started a bakery in Chicago along with his wife Lucia. Their traditional recipe called for 3 layers of semi Freddo, an almond layer, a semi-sweet chocolate, and another layer or something like types of gelato. So it's gelato, and it tastes good. And I agree, Tina. All yummy. Yes, it is very yummy, and it tastes nice on a hot summer day. Which I don't think we're going to get too many of those after yesterday and what the weather looks like today. So and so it's all yummy, all yummy. Let's see. I forgot to mention we currently we got 8 people on Rumble. Thank you, Rumble. Rumble rocks. Thank you very much. We've got 1 person over on X, or no, 1 person on Twitch, 1 person on locals, 2 people on YouTube, and over on X Live. Let's check the X Live here. X Live, we have nobody over on X Live. So, of course, the X Live thing up there doesn't work anyway. So, okay, there's our National Day. And Spumante. I want some Spumante for lunch. And let's see. Liberty says, I haven't seen that in the store in a long time. Spumante. Do you have your freezers up? Pam, Mrs. went outside. For the Mercantile, are you saying? Yeah, from the Mercantile. Yeah, I got the, let's see. I do have the Commodore 64 fired up for in our second half there with, let's see, is it up? Yeah, there it is. We got it up. We just, I got everything squared away, but it just took me a second. I had to reboot the broadcast because the camera didn't. The broadcast came up, but for some reason the camera didn't take or something like that. So I had to reboot it. I did everything I tried. Sometimes I can get it, sometimes I can't. So it's best just to go ahead and drop it, delete all your previous postings there and stuff like that, because you get it's a fresh link anyway, as far as that goes. Coffee's doing good. We're going to go to, we do have 100 years ago. There was a 100 years ago that popped up here this past Wednesday, the 19th. So Roger Luther is back, and we're going to go ahead and bring this up as far as that goes, and see what it says. Let me just transition. Let's see. We'll bring up on stage. There we go. And let me go ahead and bring up, because I guess when I rebooted it reset some of my scenes here. So I got the cameras are. I got to turn the camera back on. Okay, let's see. We got 100 years ago with Roger Luther. Let's bring up the young lady from Fox 40, which is the local Fox affiliate in Vestal, New York. I have no association with, but I do consume their news on the webpage and listen. I actually watch them on TV too. And this is presenting this here is for information only, for you all to see what it was like here in the southern tier of upstate New York 100 years ago. What was the events going on as far as that goes? So let's go ahead and bring this up on the stage. And we played this yesterday on the Fireman Rich audio podcast, and I'm trying to think of what it was. I think there was I think there was one break-in maybe. So let's go ahead and give this a listen and see what it was like 100 years ago as of this past Wednesday, August 19th, 1926. Here we go.
And tonight we continue our segment on sharing some of Broome County's past. Delivering that news for us now is Broome County historian Roger Luther, brought to you by AVRE. Take a look.
100 years ago today, Binghamton Mayor Clarence J. Cook said today that architects have now been selected for the new Benjamin Franklin School, and construction will begin this fall. The new Artificial Ice Products Company on Water Street is now in full operation, and it's producing more than 70 tons of pure artificial ice each day. Burglars last night attempted to break into the new Lyric building next to the Lyric Theater at the corner of Washington Avenue and Monroe Street in Endicott. Doors were broken, but nothing was taken. And finally, plans are being made for automobile races by some of the best-known drivers in the country to be held on Labor Day at the Broome County Fairgrounds in Whitney Point. Races will include exhibitions of fast driving with automobiles and motorcycles, and will feature dangerous novelty stunts. That was the news, August 19th, 1926.
Yesterday, I couldn't think of it, but they have those races. Well, that's a big race right there. That would be on the equivalent of what's going to be happening this weekend down in Washington, D.C. for the Freedom 250, the IndyCar race that's down there in the streets of in Washington, D.C. I guess it's Sunday, and I'll probably be watching that because I like the Indy 5. I like the Indy cars. They've always been my favorite type of car, but I haven't watched a race that much. I've watched it this past May, but the big race in Binghamton 100 years ago, and that was probably a big thing. But I guess what I was getting at, the local county fairs, like here in Tioga County, they had it last week that finished up I couldn't think of the term. It's Demolition Derby. They had a Demolition Derby, which is always great too. So dealing with the cars. But let's see. We also had some burglars. They broke into whatever I guess it's a theater on the corner of Washington Street and Monroe Street in Endicott. I don't think it's there. It's not there anymore. But let me see. Let's get the lowdown on this as far as let's see. Let's see if there's any update on that. I'm just curious too. That's in Endicott. Endicott's a beautiful village, birthplace of IBM, of course. But let's see. The historical Linnick Theater in Washington Ave and Monroe Street in Endicott, New York, was built in 1917 Today, the fully restored building is home. Okay, it's still there. Home of the Endicott Performing Arts Center, EPAC, which hosts live theater. So it's still a functioning theater. Wow. Let's see if we can get a picture of that. Let's see if we can get a picture of that. Let's see, where is it? Where is it in Endicott? Let's bring this up. Here it is. Is this it? No, let's see. Okay, here it is. It looks like it's a movie theater. Okay. Let's bring this up. There it is right there. It's right there. That's pretty cool. It's still around 100 years later. Still being used for that was the building that was broken into, folks, 100 years ago. It's still around and it's still functioning. That's freaking great. Look at the inside of this place. That's nice. That is nice. Yeah, they had Aladdin there back in the day. I remember I saw that movie, and they're still performing on it. They even got a little restaurant going on, some restaurant that looked like it's downstairs. So there it is. It's still around, still functioning. And what's this right here? Is that? Oh, that must have been reconstruction right there. Renovations of it. You know, it's 100 years old. So look at that. You can see it. It has the decor of 100 years ago. And here's the street in Endicott that it's on right there. That's pretty cool. That is cool stuff right there, folks. And back before, Liberty says Friendly's sells spumante in the stores. You know, I haven't been to a Friendly's in, oh God, it's got to be 20 some plus years. Wow. So that's the theater that was broken into. And then the other thing is the new artificial ice production. That's to keep the spumante cold. Instead of taking the ice off of the lakes and off of the Susquehanna, I think they got it mostly from the lakes back in the day, the ice, if they needed it. But they made artificial ice, 70 tons. That was a big deal back then. And then let's see, 100 years ago, the mayor said today that architects are now selecting for a new Benjamin Franklin school construction begins. So they were constructing a new school back in the day. So we thank Roger Luther for that 100 years ago segment. And let's see, we have in other history, let me see what we got here. Farmers laughing at the spumante, laughing. Oh, let's see, back up. The theater looks haunted. It's my understanding that all theaters are haunted. Oh, okay, that's. And then Liberty goes, boo. That's what he's laughing at. Yeah, that's an old building. It's a theater. I guess they movie theater. They keep it in business. It's 100 years old, so it's still functioning after 100 years ago. That's pretty. But it was broken into. No money, was just the doors. So those doors that we saw leading in, they were probably broken into. Well, they probably weren't the original exterior doors, but at any rate, let's see. In other history. Well, before I go to that, what do we have? Yesterday, we did have the audio podcast, the Fireman Rich audio podcast over there on Spotify for Creators. And next Tuesday, we'll be doing a Mixcloud broadcast on where I present 8 songs. But the interesting story I talked about yesterday was the White Storks make historic return to the English Midlands after a 600-year absence. They've been on the mainland of Europe, but they're not there in England, in the English Midlands. That's their wetlands. And the beaver that they just reintroduced here recently, they haven't been there for 800 years. So they're reintroducing these species that were pretty much common back in the day, way back in the day. But the storks, the stork that brings the baby to the house and stuff, through the chimney and stuff, The white storks, they've got some semi-tame ones. They're going to keep an enclosure to draw in the other ones because they're starting to see storks return flying over the area, but not nesting, and that's what they want to do. They want to get them to return to nesting. So it was a very interesting story to reintroduce wildlife that haven't been there in a while. So let's see. In other history, we have, let's see, it was a happy 40th birthday to the world's fastest man, and this guy is fast. Usain Bolt, the Jamaican superstar sprinter who retired in 2017, is a world record holder in the 100 meter, 200 meter, and 4x4, 4x100 meter. As far as it goes, when he won his 9th Olympic gold in Rio, pulling away from the pack in the men's 4x100 relay, he secured a historical triple victory, and he is fast. He is a fast runner. And let's see, in 1942, Walt Disney released its beloved animated movie Bambi, which you don't see in the theaters anymore, but I guess you can watch it on the viewing there and stuff like that. In 1961, Motown released what would be its first #1 hit, "Please Mr. Postman" by the Marvelettes. Yeah, the Marvelettes. And let's see, what else do we have here? And let's see, we'll go on the other one here on AP. And let's see, we have, let's see, Liberty says that theater is 110 years old. We have the Riviera that will be turning 100 years old in December. Yeah, it's nice to see those type of buildings still functioning, as far as it goes. The outside looked like crap, but interior looked really nice, especially that entry doorway into the theater itself. Those are nice doors. I like that architecture. I like that type of architecture. Let's see. What do we finish up the history here? Let's see. What do we have? It was in 1858. The first of 7 debates took place between Illinois senatorial contenders Abraham Lincoln and Stephen Douglas. 1911, Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa was stolen from the Louvre Museum in Paris. It was recovered 2 years later somewhere in Italy. Some Italian took it, I guess. And I guess it was good intent, but in 1944, the United States, Britain, the Soviet Union, and China opened talks at Dumbarton Oaks in Washington that helped pave the way for the establishment of the United Nations. United Nations, they're just a lame duck. They don't. It's just a sounding board for other countries to rag on the United States. That's my opinion, folks. I don't have any trust in the United Nations. There's a lot of good people there, but it's not the United. It's just they've gotten too political as far as that goes. They're anti-American and stuff. Which let's see, what else do we have here? 1993, in a serious setback for NASA, engineers lost contact with the Mars Observer spacecraft as it was about to reach the red planet. It was an $980 million mission. I think they got the math wrong. I think they had it in metric instead of regular, from what I heard, or something like that. And loading fuel into Iran's first nuclear. Yeah, here's one. Back in 2010, Iran and Russia engineers began loading fuel into Iran's first nuclear power plant, which Moscow promised to safeguard to prevent material at the site from being used as any potential weapons production. Have we heard that? The Russians are the ones that gave them the nuclear material, the nuclear power plants to produce the material and all that. So, Russia, yeah, people say that, well, we should be friendly with Russia. Screw that. Russia, they're not a powerhouse, folks. China's the powerhouse that we need to be worried about as far as that goes. And let's see. And I think that's about it. Oh, here's one. In 2018, Michael Cohen, President Donald Trump's former personal lawyer and fixer, pled guilty to campaign financial violations and other charges. Cohen said Trump directed him to arrange the payment of hush money to porn stars Stormy Daniels and former Playboy model Karen McDougal to fend off damages for his White House bid. I think that's a bunch of bunk. That's been proven wrong. Trump was found guilty on 34 felonies, which were bogus, in my opinion. Okay, they're flimsy felon. You know, they just use the word felon now but they're of falsifying business records relating to it wasn't. But I guess the point I'm getting at, Michael Cohen is in the news yesterday. I guess him and he was on a podcast with the president. I guess they make amends. If they can make amends, Rosie and the president can make amends. You know, these people are getting past their Trump derangement syndrome, TDS. People have it still. There's some people that have some hardcore TDS as far as that goes, and I have to laugh at that because that's your problem. You can't work it through, man. You got, get it out of your mind. He's just like, he's the president now. He's not going to be the president for much longer. So, he's just like, he's a detriment to the country. Give me a freaking break. He's helped stabilize his country as far as I'm concerned. You got to remember why he was elected this term. Number one issue, immigration. He's taken care of it. The problems that were starting to seep up here in my area, and we had some immigration problems here in the rural upstate New York. There were some issues here, folks. You don't see them anymore. The only time you see them now is in the big cities and stuff where those are sanctuary cities and stuff like that, which I think is a bunch of bunk. Because ICE is doing the same job that they did under Biden and Obama, but they're trying to make a big point about it because President Trump's in office. That's just my opinion, my observation as far as that goes. Take it for what it worth, but that's how I feel about it. They're doing the same exact job. Are there some bad cookies in there? Yes. Weed them out and stuff. There were some bad cookies back during the previous administrations and stuff like that. Liberty says Rosie's shrink told her to go back to America. She had other patents to tend to. Okay. She looked good though. I seen a clip of her being on like I said, she's got a facial and stuff. She doesn't look so maybe she's working through her TDS. And as far as that goes. So I have to laugh at those people. I hate Trump. Big effing deal. It's a joke now. Really? That's all I'm not going to get into it, but it's just a joke as far as that goes. It doesn't, it's just comical at this point, as far as if you're still thinking that, I never, Biden, I'll keep on saying he's the worst president the United States even had, but he served as president. I respect the presidency. It's just that, there's a lot of people that are just trying to shove that off to a side, and that I think was worse than anything President Trump has done as far as building the. They just want to curtail what he wants to do, which I think is wrong. It's petty. That's what it is. It's petty TDS. That's what it is. Anyway, moving on. Let's see. That's our history. Let's go into our sports here real quick, and then we're going to take a break. We're at 1 hour and 5 minutes. Tina, if you got to go, is Hal up today? I don't know if Tina's still there. Did Tina say she was going yet? No, she did. Okay. Let's see. Gen X want to weed them out. Tell them Trump said oxygen is good for you. They will weed themselves out. There we go. They just got to get rid of the TDS, Gen X. that's I laugh at the point because it's the country's moving forward, okay, and as far as that goes, and um, people that always say that the country's in a handbasket, I think okay, prices are expensive. Prices would be expensive if Biden was still in office, for God's sake, and we're gonna see as far as that goes, and Liberty's laughing at Gen X, and so is Farmer. Farmer's laughing also. it's I have to laugh too. Weed themselves out. Get some oxygen. Yeah, get the oxygen. Okay, let's see. In our sports here, Major League Baseball, Wednesday night, we had the Yankees beating the Orioles. They're kicking the Orioles, but I think they won Wednesday night. I think they won last night too. But Wednesday they won 5-3. I think the Mets were off Wednesday night. Yep. And then last night, the Yankees won again, 6-1 against the Orioles. The Yankees got the Orioles number. Mets were off a second night, 2 nights in a row. Oh no, I'm sorry. They played Wednesday night. The Mets won 4-2 on Wednesday night, and then they were off last night. Today, the Yankees will be starting the Blue Jays for the weekend, and the Mets they'll be playing the White Sox. Let's see, Yankees Blue Jays at 7:05 tonight. Mets and White Sox tonight at 7:40, and that's what's going into the weekend. And we'll come back Monday when for the follow-up scores. Now it is week 3 of 4 for the preseason, so we had some games last night. I forgot they were on last night when I got home. I think there was one game. There was one late game I could have watched a little bit, but. Raiders won against the Texans. I said the Raiders were going to probably win that game. Texans, they just suck starting out. They're probably the sorriest team in preseason right now. San Francisco, let's see, Raiders won 22-20 last night, and the 49ers beat the Chargers 41. Or no, let's see, Raiders and Texans 22-20. That's the score for that game. 49ers and Chargers was 41-17. Wow, San Francisco, go. Let's see the games for tonight. For Friday, you got Jets and Steelers tonight, and then you have Panthers and Jaguars. That should be a good game. Let's see, 7 o'clock, 7:30, and then let's see. And then tonight at 9, you got the Green Bay Packers and Broncos at 9 o'clock. And for tomorrow at 12 p.m. in the afternoon, this is Saturday. Commanders and Lions at 12 p.m. at noon. And then at 1 p.m., you have Falcons and Colts. This will be the game I'll be watching tomorrow. The Bills and Browns in Cleveland. And then tomorrow at 1, you have Ravens and Vikings. And at 4 o'clock, Giants and Dolphins. I'll watch that game, hopefully, if it's on after the Bills-Brown game. And 4 p.m., Saints and Rams at Saturday. And Bears and Bengals tomorrow on Saturday at 7 o'clock. And then Eagles and Patriots tomorrow at 7 p.m. And Chiefs and Buccaneers at 7:30. And then the 10 o'clock game is the Cowboys and Cardinals. I like to see the Cowboys win. Cowboys are playing pretty good ball. Seahawks and Titans are on Sunday at 8 p.m. So there's our sports as far as that goes. And what is it? We'll see what happens the third week. Be exciting to see what the Bills can do. Hopefully, Josh Allen will be playing, but hopefully he will. Okay, Tina, we'll see you later. Tina has left us. She said bye and much love to you all. All much love. She's going off to see Hal. And we're going to go ahead and take a break here. We've been on for about an hour. Was it an hour and 10 minutes? Wow. Okay. I guess when I talk, I can talk, right? Okay, we're going to go ahead and let me transition over to this page and bring up our world times and temperatures, and we'll bring myself up here. And Liberty says bye to Tina. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Yeah, Tina's only here for she spreads the wealth. She spreads the wealth as far as checking out Hal Massa over there on the I think he's on the Twitch right now. I think, let's see. Either Twitch or YouTube or something. No, I think YouTube is it. Oh, he might be on the Facebook. I think it goes TikTok, Facebook, X Live, and then YouTube and stuff. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and take a little break here, folks. I got to refresh my coffee. It's cold, but it's good. There we go. And we'll be right back and just hang out, watch the views here from the world times and temperatures, and some great views. So here we go. Alrighty, we're back. We're back here for the broadcast. We get into the next scene here. Oh, we got that one. We're going to this one. Bring myself up on the stage. We're back. We're back here on for the second half of the Friday morning coffee for 08.21.2026 at Rumble Video Broadcast. Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on the Rumble, as well as over there on Twitch, YouTube, Locals, and X Live. We got 5 platforms running at the time using Rumble Studios 2.0 and working great here. I got my second cup of coffee, so we're good to go for the second half. And I got my web pages up. I put the web pages up. That's why it took me just a tad longer and stuff, so I don't have to do it here and fumble about it and stuff. But we are back, and well, that coffee's good and hot. It's nice. It's good start to the day here. And we're going to be looking at some web pages here, some news web pages for the local area here in the southern tier of upstate New York. I have no affiliation with them, no association with them. I present them here on the Friday morning coffee primarily for information purposes to show what it's like here in the southern tier of upstate New York. I'll give you a little glimpse of where I live at here and the good stories that are going on, because you know the garbage news already, so we don't have to really get into that. Sometimes I do get on my soapbox, but anyway, various web pages here, like Fox 40, we already saw them for 100 years ago. We'll be looking at some of their stories, as well as what is it? WEBO, My Hometown News, the radio station here in Owego, New York. WNBF, 1290, that's a radio station up there in Binghamton. WBNG, Channel 12, CBS affiliate up there in Johnson City. 99.1, The Whale, another classic rock radio station. I look at their webpage in Binghamton. Channel 34, TV station in Binghamton. WENY out in Elmira, New York, which is about 20 miles west of here. My Twin Tiers, Channel 18. The Weagle Penny Saver, I don't know. They've been a little lame lately with their, I don't know, they're doing some transition things there, I guess, as far as, I don't know, it's just, they haven't updated their webpage. Have they updated it today? Let me see. Let me take a look at that. Where is it? Let's see. Where is it? Right there. No, it's still the same. What's going on there? I guess they, let me refresh it. Yeah, I refreshed it. It's still the same. They still have the feature going back to August 3rd, August 4th edition. There's no updated edition online. I wonder, I'm going to have to start reading I'll have to read the actual paper version, see why they're not keeping up. If somebody's noticed that. But let's see, we're going to be 92.5 KGB radio station in Binghamton. They've been around here for 100 years. They're a hard rock channel now, pretty good radio station. KISS 104 in Binghamton. We'll look at them. They're same at WNBF and The Whale, WAAL. Spectrum News for the local area and the state. WYRK up there in Buffalo, along with WBLK. Look at their two web pages. And 1440, I guess it's a news thing that they have some news briefs on there. So we're going to go ahead and check them out. And we'll start with Fox 40, see what's on their news page, but no affiliation with them at all. And I go through that primarily to let you know that this is strictly for information, and they're great news agencies. They give a good overview of the area as far as that goes. This is a point of interest. I'm not going to say, no, we won't bring that up. We'll keep it clean here this week. Let's see. Nothing else on Fox 40. I could show this one, but I guess I could talk about it. What it is you have there's a person, an Albany woman. Yeah, Albany. I'm not going to show the thing. I just, but it is a concern that there was, it hit the national news. An Albany woman is charged with attempting to provide material support for ISIS after allegedly planning a bomb. Planning to plant a bomb in the New York State Capitol and kill senators. Now, I visited this one when the kids were younger on a field trip. We went up there to the Capitol building, beautiful building. And this individual, Jessica Bowie, 35, of Albany, was arrested Wednesday. Oh, this is arrested Wednesday. Okay, so it broke yesterday, though, after taking possession of what she believed was an explosive device. She made her initial court appearance Thursday and was ordered detained. The charges carries up to 20 years in prison. And she knew that, she said, because she said she Googled it. She is presumed innocent until proven guilty. Authorities say Bowie intended to attack the Capitol and then flee to ISIS-controlled territory. She was seen visiting the grounds and photographing the buildings in a peculiar way, or else people take pictures all the time. But when you're there 5 straight times, something's not right with that picture there. She allegedly said she wanted to destroy as much of the building as possible and kill senators while they were meeting. FBI Albany special agent in charge, Craig Tremello, said the alleged plot was serious and dangerous, but was foiled by a joint terrorism task force. So they were on the job. As much as they destroyed ISIS in Syria, ISIS is still, I guess, a thing here and stuff. So that was significant as far as that goes. Got to be aware of the bad guys. Let's see. So that was the only thing. I'm not going to show the thing, but read the article there and stuff because that's here in New York State. By a person that lives in New York State. Um, okay, let's see what else we got here. Oh, I can get rid of that. I can get rid of that. I can get rid of. Oh, I forgot to talk about Manchester City Football Club. They're playing this Sunday at 9 a.m. Or is it 9 a.m. or 10 a.m.? Let me see. Let me check that again. Manchester City. Yeah, 9 a.m. They're playing Bournemouth, the opening of the Premier League season, as far as that goes. Okay, that was on Jefferson Starship. That was our picture there. On WEBO, what do we have over there? Anything? Of course, they talked about the concert last night. Jefferson Starship took the stage at Tioga Downs with proceeds going to a local veteran group. The popular band performed last night at the casino. Tickets were only $20, but that $20 goes to the Southern Tier Veteran Support Group. That's what it is. Okay, it's not so. 100% of the proceeds donated to the Southern Tier Veteran Support Group. Tioga Downs owner Jeff Carell and his wife Paula will also personally match those. So it was a great fun at Tioga Downs last night to watch Jefferson Starship, and they're still rocking, folks. They only have one original band member, but they're still rocking, which is cool. Let's go to WNBF. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Not seeing anything. Let's go ahead and see what Bob Joseph has on his page, his YouTube page. He might have something here. Let's go WNBF. Bob Joseph. He actually works for WNBF. And there we go. What do we have? No, nothing's changed since the article about the student housing and stuff like that. So there's nothing on WNBF. So we'll just move on. Channel 12, WBNG. Let's see what we got there. And there's a gentleman that passed away, Dave Helt. He's a photographer. He's in the fire. He loves the fire department. He's a Vestal firefighter. They got an article about him on WBNG, and we're going to go ahead and show that. I've met him, and I've conversed with him via social media and stuff like that. But we're going to go ahead and listen to this piece to remember Dave Helt. Firefighter that passed away here. Very everybody knew Dave in the Southern Tier. He's up there in Endicott area and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and bring this up and remember a firefighter that passed away here recently. And I was sad. I was a little sad because he's younger than I am as far as that goes, but he's a great guy. And let's go ahead and bring this up on the stage and remember Dave Helt. Let's bring this up here and see what WBNG has to say about him and stuff like that. So let's see, we got the volume up. Let's make sure we got the volume here. Let's see, bring the volume up and maximize it. And here we go.
He was more than the guy behind the camera. He became part of the Firehouse family. Now, crews across the Southern Tier are remembering a man whose biggest contribution may have been the joy he brought with him every time he walked through the door. I'll show you his impact.
He was just an awesome guy to hang out with, always happy.
That's how people described Dave Hitt, a familiar face around firehouses in Endicott, Appalachian, and Vestal. Hitt photographed for the Endicott and Vestal fire departments, supported Appalachian, and gave his time to Vestal EMS. He died Monday after numerous health issues. But for the people who knew him, his presence meant much more than a camera. Inspector Taylor Reed with the Village of Endicott Fire Department says HIT had a way of becoming part of everyday rhythm at the firehouse.
Every time we do story time a lot here in the fire service, and he comes up in a lot of our stories in a positive manner. We enjoyed having him around. We'd have him here for lunch all the time, a couple dinners here and there. But he would just stop by, hang out with us, have a cup of coffee, and hang out, talk.
HIT always had his camera on him. His photos gave crews a way to look back at the calls, the trucks, and the people who showed up when they were needed most.
What he did was really cool. The pictures that he took, we get to see those now forever.
Reed says the photos are only part of what HIT left behind for crews who regularly face some of the hardest moments in their community. HIT brought something they could count on.
But I'm sure that positive energy really made a difference to y'all's day.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. There's a warmth that came into the fire service, with his happiness. It just radiated off him.
That happiness wasn't something HIT had to try to bring to the room. It was just who he was.
The second he saw the fire trucks and the guys, he was just so happy. We're going to miss that. We're going to miss that a lot.
Now, the departments he spent so much time with are left with the photos he took and the memories he made while taking them.
That's definitely a big hit to our community, not just the Endicott Fire Department, but Appalachian, Vestal. He spent a lot of time with all of them, and it's going to be a little different without him.
HIT's brother Mike has started a GoFundMe page. If you're interested in donating or looking at HIT's photography, you can find that link on our website at WBNG.com. Reporting in Endicott, Gabby Womack, 12 News.
This email has AI fingerprints all over it. Emails, LinkedIn.
Oh, we don't need that. We don't need a commercial. Let's get rid of that. Dave Hitt, great guy. We're going to miss him. He's still in our hearts as a firefighter. And it's one of the good guys there that it's sad. It's just, his health wasn't really doing that well, I guess, over the years and stuff. And but when the news of him passing away, it hits a little bit as far as, because he is a great guy. He was very positive, always positive as far as that goes. And so he will be missed. God bless you, sir, and Godspeed. And let's see, I think that's the only one that really pops out here on WBNG. So let's see, the Whales, same stories as WNBF, nothing really going on. Channel 34. Let's see, not seeing anything on Channel 34 of interest. WENY. Let's see, what do we got on WENY? I'm not seeing anything. Not really seeing anything. There was a helicopter crash down in Pennsylvania. That made national news. The state trooper helicopter was hit by a Cessna. The pilot in the Cessna was killed, and the two Pennsylvania state troopers, they're in good. They're recovering. If you looked at the film, the helicopter or the Cessna was just pulling up. I guess he was trying to make a landing, and the guy is a doctor at the hospital where they took the two state troopers there in Pennsylvania. But the landing gear hit the top blades, and that automatically, the helicopter was hovering maybe about 6 or 7 feet off the ground, but it dropped down. But the airplane broke apart and killed the pilot. And it was a pretty bad accident as far as that goes. So they have that on, but that was on the national news also as far as that goes. Let's see, what do we have for the state on WENY? Anything? I'm not seeing anything other than that. Okay, let's check channel 18. And let's see. Corning finalists for Hallmark Merriest Christmas Town. I guess Corning is in the final. Let's go ahead and bring this up. Christmas is a ways off, but we'll see what this one's about here. Okay, we got that one. I'll have to bring it up. It's on their main page, but this is Corning is in the running for the Merriest Christmas Town. Let's go ahead and see what this one's about.
Here's a story Rhonda and I are both we think this is just so done. It needs to happen, right? Corning's Gaffer District is now in the running to be a scene of a Hallmark movie. 18 News reporter Kyle Dobry is here with details about how that might happen. And Kyle, if you've been to the Gaffer District at Christmas, you know it's truly a Christmas kind of place, man.
And that it is, Jim. And now the effort is going on to make it into the Hallmark Channel Christmas movie. And for those who don't know, Hallmark movies are typically these heartwarming, small town type of movies. And let's check out what some people had to say. The Hallmark Channel has named Corning as one of its finalists for its Hallmark's Merriest Christmas Towns contest. Corning is one of 25 finalists, and the town that wins has a chance to be the setting of an original Hallmark movie.
I am so beyond excited. So beyond excited. You know, we win a lot of the coolest town contests, that are around for different magazines and such. And I hope that the Hallmark Channel takes that into consideration and looks at our cool little town and picks us.
Corning would be the perfect place for a Hallmark movie. You've got glassmaking, you've got all sorts of history with Benjamin Patterson. This would be really cool. Yes. Corning should win. Definitely.
The contest has a voting element. You could vote for one town once per day until September 4th.
It's the prettiest little town in New York. And we love it because it's small and quaint and has lots to offer.
It would be really cool. I think the architecture and stuff would be really interesting to see in a film and could really bring a lot of atmosphere and emotional tone to a movie.
It would be really cool to kind of see this featured because there's a lot of interesting things around here. It's not just bland. It's not there's just this one set of shops. There's a bunch of variety and diversity.
And once again, people can vote once a day, and we have that link to vote right now on our website, mytwintiers.com.
Okay, so Corning is in the running to have a Hallmark. I don't usually watch Hallmark movies, but that's pretty. I disagree with the lady saying that's the prettiest town in New York State. I think there's a lot of pretty. There's not just one overall, even though Owego was dubbed the coolest little village in the United States and stuff like that. So it's she's just taking pride in her town and stuff. But I could say Tioga County as a whole, they have a lot of nice little towns that are just as picturesque as Corning. Corning would be, of course, that's where the glassworks are and stuff like that. So it's been, and Corning Glassworks, if you ever come to the southern tier of upstate New York, that's a must go see as far as Corning Glassworks and stuff. And it is a beautiful town. It is, the village and town are beautiful up there at Corning as far as that goes. So that's a nice article. Hope they win. And I see my cricket. We got a cricket in the house there. Just it's a little cricket there. He's just on the ledge here. Hey, Mr. Cricket. Good morning. Having a cricket in the house is good luck as far as that goes. So we let them wander a little bit. Okay, let's see. Of course, Penny Saver, nothing there. KGB, nothing really there. Let's see. We have KISS 104, same as WNBF and WAAL. Spectrum News. What do we got on Spectrum News? And let's see. Socks Out. We have no, nothing there. And let's see. Let's go up to Buffalo to, let's see, what's this? 106.5. We have nothing. Large hail possible in western New York. What's that about? Let's see. It looks like the weekend weather isn't going to be great in western New York. The National Weather Service in Buffalo has already issued a warning for all western New York. It looks like you could be in a wild weekend weather in western New York. Friday will be the last nice day of weather before starting to change across 716. That's the area code up there. We are expected to have rain and thunderstorms this weekend in western New York and potential severe weather. So the National Weather Service in Buffalo has issued a warning of potential severe storms on Saturday all the way. So that means they'll be coming this way across the state all the way through Monday. Heavy rains, thunderstorms. There will also be a risk of damaging winds and stuff like this. So you be safe up there in Buffalo, Niagara area, Liberty, as far as that goes. That's on 106.5 WYRK. Let's check Power 93.7 WBLK. They have the same stories as far as that goes. Let's see, WGR 550. Bills tight ends have big day in practice against Browns. So they're playing the Browns tomorrow, but they're in a practice with them right now currently, I guess Thursday and Friday. So I think that's pretty interesting. And let's see, Liberty says, will do. Yeah, that doesn't sound, coming off the lake, you're going to probably have some hairy weather there and stuff like that. So I'm going to look at the weather map again, stuff. See, where's that coming in from? Let me see. Let's see where that's coming in from on the Weather Underground. That's the weather map that I use as far as that goes. So currently, let's see. Yeah, there's something developing up there in Wisconsin right now, and out in Oklahoma, but I don't see. But the weather can change. I guess that's pending weather that's coming in. What direction is that coming in from? Out in Wisconsin. Yeah, that's moving across the Lake Michigan and Lake Superior. It'll go across there into Lake Erie. So it's that's going to collect a lot of moisture right there. So yeah, batten down the hatches up in Buffalo and Niagara. Okay, let's see. Let's see, 1440. Let's see. Okay, nothing there. So I guess we're done with our web pages here. So not really much going on for Friday compared to the this past Wednesday and Monday. And so we're going to get into our game that we play on Friday, the Oregon Trail. For those people that are watching, especially on the replay, we play a game called Oregon Trail over here on the Commodore 64U, which is new. This is a new product that came out last year. Old concept. The Commodore 64 came out back in the 80s, early 80s. I got one upstairs in the attic. It's not working anymore, but I got one of these last year. It does the same thing as the Commodore 64. It's made by Commodore. Commodore's a real deal. I think the latest drop they have a new joystick and stuff like that. But I've got plenty of joysticks. This box right here is a Commodore 64 1541 disk drive. This thing is 40 years old. That's working with something that's only a year old. And what this does, it the way the format, we'd have 8-track tapes, you had cassettes. The Commodore worked on an 8-track, or not an 8-track, but a cassette. You have a cassette recorder and you'd load it really slow. But then they went to discs, 5 1/4 floppy disks. So it goes in this. This is for these discs that I have. They're 40 years old. The data's still good on them. I kept them dry. I kept them maintained, and I don't get on this Commodore as much as I used to. I should. It sits here all the time, and I like when I do get on it. But it's old, antiquated, basic, and We're going to be playing Oregon Trail, which is one of the games they had come out back in the early, I think it was 83, 84. And we're going to go ahead and play that here now with our two other players there, Liberty, who has the Mercantile, and Farmer, as far as that goes. He's the expert as far as I do. So today we may die. Let's go ahead and bring up the game. And, I got to put this over on that. Yeah, we got fog out there right now. The fog is dense out there right now, folks. Yeah, I can't see down the street. Okay, let's go ahead and put this on monitor 1. So we can, I got to look at the monitor over here as far as that goes, folks. This monitor, when I have to shoot and do my thing, let me show you. Yeah, right there. See, I look at that screen because the keyboard is right here. So I'm looking at that screen. So there's a little bit of a delay when I watch it, unless I keep the OBS up, but I don't because I keep the Rumble Studio 2.0 up to see the comments as far as that goes. So let's bring that back up and get it loaded up. And let's see. As we say, the game is starting. Liberty makes the announcement. Mercantile is now open for business, so we can buy things there. And let's see. Farmer says ought to look for deplorable out there on the trail. I think he might have decided to stay with the Indians out there. He's probably working. He's working with the Indians, so he's given us good give karma there as far as to keep us in good standing. And Liberty says to Farmer, maybe I can make a trade with the Indians to release. I don't think they have him captive now. Yeah, we're gonna. She's already saying hunt. Okay, let's get the game started here, folks. Let me push this forward a little bit here so I'm back a ways here. I'm squared on the thing. Let me move this over just a tad. There we go. Okay. All right, let's see. We go into our USB stick to our games, and we'll go down to Oregon Trail and see all these discs. That disc I showed, each one of these files, that's one disc. So I'm actually, I haven't done it lately, but I have had live stream broadcasts where I'm just transferring data on there as far as that goes. And let's see, continue circle the wagon, stop at the next attack. Okay. Liberty's getting all her things in here, and Farmer's laughing, and Liberty's laughing at Farmer as far as that goes. Okay, we're getting into the spirit of the trail, the Oregon Trail. Let me go ahead and bring this up. You know what? I haven't changed the disk drive, so the disk drive should. No, I got to change my disk drive. Let me see something here. Oh, I got to turn it on. Okay, now it's back on, so we should get the game now. There it is. That's the virtual. There's two virtual disk drives in this in the Commodore 64U. Let's go ahead and run it. So I had to turn the disk drive on. There we go. It's loading up the game now. And Liberty says to Farmer, they are teaching him to make tortillas. Yeah. He's getting too tired of tacos. Oh, let me get the presets. What do we have for presets? Where's my presets? Uh-oh. Where's my presets? They should be here somewhere. Oh, here they are. And we got the presets right here. This is what we're going to preset, what we've been playing with. And we've been mostly successful, folks. And let's see. Something you got to get at the Mercantile there. What is that? What is that? A suggestion for the Mercantile. Butterscotch candy. Let's take a butterscotch. Okay. Here we go. Here's the game. Oregon Trail. Do you need instruction? We don't need no stinking instructions. Get out of here. We don't need no instruction. We know how to play this game. We're veterans. We're veterans of the Oregon Trail. We're going to hit no. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Okay, let's see where we stand. We're going to go with our entries. We're going to go with the Ace Marksmans. We're at the highest rating. We can't go any higher. So we're going to go 1. Enter. How much for oxen? We're going to do 200. How much for food? Should we increase that one from 115 to say 120? No, we're hunting. We're going to keep it. That's what I forgot. We got hunting. We did pretty good with hunting, so we'll keep it at 115. How much ammunition? We're going to do $50. That usually gets us through. Clothing, 25. Should we increase the clothing? Because we had, well, if we have it, we're going to lose it. So maybe just keep it at 25. We're going to keep it at 25. How much? What's that?
Where you're at. If you're in southern Arizona, you don't need much clothing.
But we're on the Oregon Trail. That's the thing.
Well, okay, you need clothing.
And Liberty says, nah, I have pelts. Okay, we have pelts. And Farmer concurs, nah, it will get stolen. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It'll get stolen. So how much for supplies? We're gonna stick with 125. Okay, so there we're at. We're locked in for the journey on the Oregon Trail here for this Friday, August 21st, 2026. But it says Monday, March 29th, 1947. I think they meant 1847. Total miles we got to go is 2,040 miles. We have all the settings in there. And Farmer says, nah, what's this with the pelts? Oh, we look good in pelts? Okay. That's the fashion of the day. Sew up the pelts. And Liberty says to Farmer, you do. You should buy a few more. The Mercantile has the merch. Okay, here we go. We're starting here. We're going to, first thing out of the gate, we're going to be hunting. That's 1. I'm going to hit return. No, I had problems last week on the first hunt, so I got to concentrate here. Hunt. Bang. BANG. I missed. What the hell's going on with that? I have no idea. Liberty said continue. Maybe we should have continued. Maybe we'll try to continue one of those times. And take my money for the pelts. So we missed our first time out, just like last week. I don't know. Maybe it's just we're going to still eat well. And let's see. We've gone 159 miles with 1,881 to go. We lost some food, but everything else looks pretty good as far as that goes. And Liberty's laughing at shaky. Yeah, I started out shaky again. Let's see. I don't know. Last week was the first time, and then the rest of the game, I did good. So I don't know. Let's knock on wood just to make sure. Just to make sure we do good. So we're gonna hit enter. Okay, we're gonna hunt again. We screwed up the hunting last time. Shaky knees here. We're gonna hit 1. Getting ready to shoot. Here we go. Wham. WHAM. Right there. Bing! Right between the eyes. We're back on track. Okay, we're back on track. And let's see. Liberty says, buy at the Mercantile, get a card for a free punch. For a free punch. Fill up the card and receive a night at the brothel. This is laughing at that one. Okay. All right, we did good. We're going to eat well. That's 3. And we lost our way. heavy. Well, it's foggy out now,
Well,
so
if you're going to the brothel, you've definitely lost your way.
no. In this case, it's because of the fog.
Oh, okay.
Time is lost. That's all that's lost is time. So let's continue. But we've gone 304 miles with 1,736 to go. Our food is good. It's up to 126. That's good. Bullets are down a little bit. We shot a few bullets there. 25 for clothing hasn't been touched, and miscellaneous hasn't been touched. We have $185 in cash. We are very good managing our money and stuff. Oh, you didn't hear what she said? What did you say again?
I said if you're going to the brothel, you've definitely lost your way.
If you're going to a brothel, you definitely lost your way. But you're encouraging that. You're an enabler to the brothel with the mercantile there, Liberty.
Yeah, Liberty.
Just
None of
saying.
you guys are married. I guess it's okay.
What's that?
None of you guys are married. I guess it's okay.
Yeah, the men that aren't married, it's okay, I guess. I have to stay away
Get
from
your
it.
meds first.
What's that?
Get your meds.
Yeah,
first.
you should have a warning label. Get your meds first before you go to the brothel. Okay, we're gonna continue. We're gonna hunt again. It's still early. I guess I played this game enough to where I don't have to ask him. Farmer's probably laughing. I played it enough where I don't need to get a consensus and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and hunt again. Getting ready to shoot. Wham. WHAM. Again, right between the eyes. Bing. Yep, we're hunting. We did good. We did hunt. Of course, Liberty is saying continue. No, it's too early to continue. That's the first continue. I will confer with our trail master farmer. And farmer's laughing at Liberty's comment there. Okay, so we're gonna eat well. We always eat well, of course. And wow, we're 58 miles with 1,500 to go. That's good. We're almost a quarter of the way going. Look at that food. 160. We're at 2,477 bullets. We're still good on the clothing and miscellaneous supplies. We just lost some time. That's all. And who's the? No, I'm not an expert. No, you're the expert. I am the grasshopper, right? You are the teacher. I am not stepping out of that yet. No. It's I know my place. Okay, farmer's got to refill his coffee. He'll be right back. Okay, I think I can handle it for one. I can handle it while he gets his coffee. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue. Let's see. We can hunt. Continue. We don't need to stop at the fort. We're not going to continue. We're gonna hunt. Take over, grasshopper, and believe. Okay. That's what farmer. He's going to go get some coffee and he'll come back. He left me in the driving seat. Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
We're going to die now. And Liberty says continue. No, we're going to hunt. I'm sorry, Liberty. We're going to hunt. Okay, so that's one. Getting ready to hunt. Here we go. Wham. WHAM. Bing! I always work good with wham. The first hunting was bang. I don't do good with that. So right between the eyes again, we got a good buck. We're going to continue. We're going to eat well. We always eat well. Even when we did lousy on the hunt, we're going to still eat well. That's how we survive. And riders ahead. They don't look hostile. Well, our procedure is, you can see right down there, it says, we attack. We always attack. Now, do I kill anybody? No, I don't. Hey, Big Juice is in the house. Rich, did you take... Man, you got to get yourself out of that. He said, did I take a bath today? What the hell? And Liberty's saying we should circle or else maybe we should run. No, we fight. We always fight. We stand our ground. So we're going to hit 2 for attack. We're going to attack them. Getting ready to shoot. Shoot. S-H-O-T. I can't go any faster than that. How fast? I wonder if I can make a cheat macro for it. Okay. We just made a bunch of noise. Let's see what the results is here. And let's see. It's Monday, May 24th, 1847. We've gone 612 miles, 28 miles to go. We have 190. The food keeps on going up. We didn't hunt this last time. How many bullets do we start with? We're down to 2,300 bullets. Food and or miscellaneous and clothing is still the same. It's not changed. It has not changed. Should have ran. I don't know. If we ran, we would have been shot in the back, Liberty. That's my fear. We stand our ground. We just chase them away. We have more problems with the varmints there, the critters taking our miscellaneous supplies and clothing. And no, the river takes the clothing, and then you pick it up at the end of the downstream to resell in the mercantile. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. Is Farmer back yet? I should get. You know what? Stand by. I'm going to get some more. I'm going to refresh my coffee here real quick. Stand by for a second. I'm going in the kitchen. I'm going into the chuck wagon to get my coffee. I'm pouring the coffee.
Gonna slurp the coffee.
That's the last of the coffee. Yeah, in the chuck wagon, we got an electric heater there. We got the hamsters are running around in the cage to produce the electricity for the coffee. So I got the last of the coffee. Okay, we're back. We're back here. I don't know if Deplorable or is Farmer back? And we're looking. Is Deplorable? Where's Deplorable? I don't see Deplorable. He's probably at work. He's got to be at work. Let's see. After I beat it on the rock using Lux soap. Yeah, that's right. You clean the clothes that drop out of the wagon there. Okay, Farmer's got his coffee. I just refreshed mine in the back of the chuck wagon. The electricity's working well. The hamsters are running around to work the coffee maker, so we got good coffee. And Farmer says he's back. That's good. Okay. So we're going to continue. We're 612 miles into it. So here we go. We hit return. Do we hunt or continue? I'm going to leave this one up to Farmer. He's going to probably say hunt, or do we continue? Our supplies, the food's pretty good. Supplies are pretty good. Should we continue? I wonder if you get more mileage when you continue compared to hunting and stuff. Liberty says continue. Uh-oh. He's back. But Farmer says hunt, so I'm going to have... Sorry, Liberty. I got to go with the boss. He's the master, so we're going to go ahead and hunt. Liberty doesn't get a break. That's why we get high prices. She's going to raise the prices on us. I guess the butterscotch at Mercantile is going to be going up from a penny to a dime. Here we go. We're going to hunt. Here we go. Getting ready to return. Bang. B-A-N-G. Nice shot. Right on target. Good eating tonight. As always. Good eating tonight. And let's see. Farmer does say hunt. And Liberty says, come on. You need some business. You need some business. Okay, maybe we'll stop at the fort and we'll give you some business. But every time, we're trying to stay on target here, on plan. And let's see, we're going to eat well. Uh-oh. Did somebody maliciously let one of the oxen gone? It just wandered off. We spent time looking for it, but we're spending time looking for Deplorable. Where's Deplorable?
The brothel.
Nope. Oh, Deplorable's at the brothel. And Liberty says, nope, won't do it. Okay, you won't do it? Okay. What do I got here? I got a notice here. What's this? Okay. Bongino's on. So we spent time looking for him. And I think that, like in the past, a wandering oxen ends up becoming an ox jerky at the Mercantile for some odd reason. So the story goes. Let's go ahead and hit enter to continue. We've gone 754 miles with 1,286 to go. Look at that food. That food's up there, 210. I think it seems like it's increasing. We're gathering food as we're going along.
You can sell it to Liberty so she can sell it.
I don't know. I think that's why we're not spending any money at the Mercantile, because look at our food. Our food is really high as far as that goes. And Farmer goes to Liberty. I think you already know where the ox is. Yeah, it's being cut up in the back in the butcher shop on the butcher wagon in the Mobile Mercantile to become ox jerky. That's a good one. All right, we're going to continue. All right, here we go. We're almost halfway there. Do we hunt, continue, or stop at Fort? Now, I said to Liberty there, Farmer, that we're going to stop at the Fort. Maybe we'll stop at the Fort just to say we stopped at the Fort. And Liberty says, I ain't telling and I ain't looking. Okay. Liberty says hunt, and of course Farmer says continue. So we're going to go ahead and continue. I agree with Farmer. We're going to go ahead and continue. It's good. Here we go. Continue. 2. We always eat well. We should. Geez, we have enough food. Here we go. Riders ahead. They don't look hostile, which is a bunch of BS. So we're not going to run. We're not going to continue. We're not circling the wagons. We're going to attack. Because any one of those other ones, we could die. And I don't want to die. So Liberty will say circle. Circle, run. Circle. She's saying everything. Run and continue. But our master of the trail says attack. And he says attacking is good. Yeah, we like attacking. Even though I don't kill anybody, we chase them off. We chase them off. Okay, we're going to go ahead and attack. Let's see. That's number 2. Here we go. Number 2. Getting ready to shoot and fend off those attackers, because we stand our ground. We're attacking you. You're not attacking us. Bang. BANG. I think it's something with the program. I can't go any faster. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going the same as I do attacking. Or I do when I'm hunting. I'm doing the same pace. So what's the difference? It's a different weapon. That's what it is. But the riders were hostile. Of course, we knew that. Check for losses. We'll see what we lost here. Unsafe water. Lose time. Looking for a clear spring. Uh-oh. What are you doing with the Lux soap there, Liberty? We got unclean water. What is she doing in the river? Let's look upstream. Is Liberty upstream? She's cleaning up the jerky there. All right. Let's go ahead and hit continue. Okay, it is June 21st, 1847. Total miles is 940 miles. We're almost halfway there with 1,100 miles to go. We came down in food. It was 210. Now we're at 187. We're still good there. 2,141 bullets, 25 in clothing, and 125 in supplies. So we're more than halfway. And the clothing and miscellaneous supplies look good. And Liberty says, "Oh my, soap chips in the water. How did that happen?" Yeah, how did that happen? Oh, that's funny. Nice. They didn't get it. Yeah, they didn't get anything. So we chased them off. We stood our ground. That's as good as taking one or two of them out. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and continue. Let's see. Farmer goes to Liberty. Crazy, huh? Yeah, it's great. Those soap chips. Yeah, I see. There's some floating around right there. Where did that come from? Indians don't use soap, as far as I know. Liberty's always telling us to hunt. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Going to hit enter. Do we hunt or continue? Liberty says hunt. I'm going to agree with Liberty this time. We're going to hunt. We're going to hunt one more time. It'll get us past the halfway point. And what do you say, Farmer? You're going to say continue? Liberty says I'm joining the Indians. Yeah, she's. You say continue. I'm gonna agree once. I'm gonna agree once during this game with Liberty and say we're gonna hunt. And he changes. He says, "Okay, hunt. Yeah, it's not gonna hurt anything." Okay, we're gonna hit one. Here we go. Good practice for the kid here. Okay. Blam. BLAM. Nice shot. There we go. Bing. We got a good. We got another one, and we're going to eat well like we always do. I don't know what happened that first time. That's the same thing that happened last Friday. The first one didn't go well, but we're doing pretty good so far, knock on wood. We're going to continue. Uh-oh. Here we go with the miscellaneous supplies and food. Wild animals are attacking. Are those the same wild animals I saw in the back of the Mercantile that Liberty was talking to? Just not insinuating anything, Liberty. Just like, okay, we're going to go ahead and hit return. Shoot. SHOT. Slow on the draw. They got at your food and clothing. Damn, I wasn't ready. I wasn't that ready for that one. Okay, we're going to hit enter. Let's see. Blizzard in the mountain. Lost time and supplies. Mild illness. The medicine. Give me some medicine back there. Here's my medicine. The butterscotch candy. I like them. Your medicine cured your... So it's Monday, July 5th, 1847. Our food is still doing pretty good despite the animals, but they got 13. We're down to 13 on the clothing. Bullets are at 1,700. That's still good. And miscellaneous is down to 110. So that's only 15 they got away with. So we're doing pretty good there. And Farmer says time to put on the fancy pelts. Yeah, there we go. The pelts that we got from Liberty there. Our clothing's getting low. And let's see. Liberty says... Okay, that's previous. Okay, we're going to go ahead and hit enter. Okay, do we want to hunt, continue, or stop at the fort? I'm going to say continue. More than halfway. We're still pretty good on the food and the clothing. I don't know, unless we need to go to the fort for the clothing. Putting on the pretty pelts. And let's see. Liberty says to Farmer, Farmer's binging it up. Did you notice? Yeah, he's binging it up. And let's see. We're going to stop at the fort. Let's see. Farmer says to Liberty, yes, stop at the fort and get $10 in clothing. Okay. And we're saying we're going to spend some money at the Mercantile. So what does Liberty say? Go out and hunt? Come on, Liberty. You're cutting your own bottom line there at the Mercantile. Okay, we're going to stop at the fort. And that's Mercantile. Liberty says, Mercantile is closed. I have to get a cup of coffee. Okay, we'll go to the Walmart next door. Here we go. We're going to stop at the fort. 3. Okay, food is there. Oh, no, food. That's what we want to get, right? Yeah, food. Let me look at the thing. Farmer's right there. He says, yep, stop at fort and get $10 in clothing. Okay, so 0 food. Zero food, 0 ammunition, clothing, $10. Supplies, 0. Do we eat well? We eat well. We got enough food there that we can eat well. And Liberty says, but I need more of those fancy pelts. And then Liberty says, the farmer says, fine, hurry up, get in here. Okay, wagon breaks down. Do we have a AAA wagon repair there at the Mercantile? Lose time and supplies fix it. Okay, so we lost some supplies. We'll have to check that out. It is July 19th, 1847. We've gone 1,194 miles in a broken wagon now with 846 to go. We have 137 in food, 1,700 in bullets, 19 in clothing, and 102 in supplies. So we're sitting okay, I think. I think we're sitting fairly decent as far as that goes. So, and Farmer says, I'm styling now. Focus on the game. Oh, but Farmer says we're good. Okay, that's what I thought. It looked like we're good, yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit continue. Do we hunt or continue? I say we continue. Farmer says we're looking good. I think maybe hit continue, or do we want to hunt one time? I'm going to wait for Farmer's feedback there. Farmer says hunt. Okay, we're going to go ahead and hunt. Of course, Liberty says continue. Yep, we're going to hunt. I think there's like a 10 to 15 second delay on what I say when what you guys respond back. Liberty's saying continue hunt. No, we're going to hunt. We're going to hunt. We're going to definitely hunt. So that's 1. Get ready to shoot. Shoot. SHOT. That's the same pace. I don't know why I can't chase down the other guy. So right between the eyes, we got a big one. Full bellies tonight. Rabbit season. Yeah, there we go. Rabbit season. Duck season. No, rabbit season. Duck season. Duck season. Lots of farmers laughing. All right. And Liberty's laughing at that exchange there too. That's the old Bugs Bunny and what's his name? The hunter. What was the hunter's name? I can't remember his name. I'm hunting for that wily rabbit. The rascally rabbit. Okay, we're going to eat well. That's 3. Here we go. Let's ask the Indians. Have you seen Deplorable? They're helpful, so they're going to let us know. Show you where to find more food. Oh, right. The Indians help us in this game. That's a good sign. My question is to the Indians. Have you seen Deplorable anywhere? Elmer Fudd. There we go, Liberty. Thank you. Yes, Elmer Fudd. That's good. And let's see. First time chatter, Morza. Essam. What you doing? We're playing a game. This is a computer game. This is on the Commodore 64U. Right here, we're playing it on this Commodore 64U. And it's a text-based game where we're going through the Oregon Trail. And we're having fun. Good to have you here, Morza. Morza is a first-time chatter on YouTube. Let's check him out. Let's see how long you've been on, or he's first-time chatter on the Twitch, I should say. Let's see, first-time chatter on the Twitch. Oh, you're Polish. Okay. Let's see. You've been on. You've been on since 2013. So you're a long-time Twitcher. Okay. Let's see. Morza. I'll just say Morza. Don't try and pronounce my nickname. It's Polish. Oh shoot! Great game. Yeah, it's the old Commodore 64. This is a Commodore 64U. It's a new Commodore. It's the same as the old Commodore, but it's a lot better. You can connect it to the internet and stuff like that. This is this disk drive right here is 40 years old. We're not using this. There's two internal drives. It's in BASIC. If you know what, look up Commodore 64 and you'll see what it's all about. And let's see. Liberty says, I think one of those Indians are deplorable. It could be. He could be disguised. And Morza from Poland. Well, I don't know. I'm taking you're Poland if you say it's Polish. It says holy. Liberty says agree. It's the one with the tacos and sausage. Oh, okay. Oh, you know the Commodore? Okay, so this is a newer one, Moza. This is the Commodore 64U. They came out last year. I didn't get mine until January, but they started taking orders last summer. So this has been out for a year now. They came out with a Commodore 64CU, okay? And what it is, you can plug in the internet to this. You can use, it has USB. This right here, let me show you. Let me take this down for a minute to show you. So this is going from here to there, HDMI. So I'm looking at that, and I'm bringing this screen up via OBS. So, and oh, you can smell deplorable. Yeah, he's got all that taco sauce on him and stuff like that. It's like, and Liberty's laughing. Good to have you here, Morza. 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 I'm going to call you Morza. Good to have you here. Long-time Twitcher there. Okay, we're going to go ahead and hit continue. The Indians are helping us. And let's see, total miles is 1,345 with 695 miles to go. So we're good on food, 183, 1,700 in bullets. Clothing is good at 19 and miscellaneous at 102. I'm not too concerned about that. So we're going to go ahead and continue. Do we want to hunt, continue, or stop at fort? I don't know. We're more than halfway through. So continue. And then maybe a fort. What do you say, Farmer? And for those folks that are listening on the Spotify for Creators replay audio that we put over there, we repurpose the audio. We are playing Oregon Trail. And let's see, Farmer says continue. I concur. But of course, Liberty's always going to go the opposite. I already agreed with you once there, Liberty. That's the limit. I'm sorry. Unless we get some better prices at the mercantile. We're going to go ahead and continue. 2. We're going to hit 2. We always eat well. That's number 3, selection 3. And the wagon gets swamped fording a river, lose food and clothing. Uh-oh, we may have to stop at the fort. And Liberty says, yeah, stop. We're going to probably stop this next time around. Okay. And so the wagon got swamped. It's not broken. It just got swamped. So let's go ahead and hit return. Let's see what the damage is. We've gone 1,508 miles. We got 532 miles to go on August 16th, 1847. And food is still looking good at 130. Bullets are still holding at 1,700. No clothing, so we got to stop at the fort next time. I've learned this from the wise trailblazer farmer that we need, this grasshopper as far as that goes. Let's see. Morza said, since I was born in 2001, I didn't get... Oh, okay, you're a young guy. I didn't get a chance to use that device. By the time I was a little older, we had newer computers at home. But I do remember one thing. The first games were made by people, for people, and now it varies. It's not necessarily about the fun of playing a game, but that's just how it is. I always play a game for the fun of it, Moza. If I'm playing a game, it's for the fun of it. Just so you know, the primary game I play online and I live stream it, is Lord of the Rings Online. I love Lord of the Rings Online. I play Guild Wars, the original Guild Wars. I've tried Guild Wars 2. I do play PUBG Battlegrounds on the PC. I play a little bit PUBG Mobile on the tablet. It's okay. And then Battlefield 6. So that's my... and I always have fun playing those games. I don't play a game unless it's fun. I don't see why you would want to play a game that's not fun. Okay, let's see. Farmer says, yeah, stop at the fort. 25 in clothing. Let me put that down. 25 in clothing. So I got the note here. And we'll stop at a fort. And let's see. Farmer says, yes, Grasshopper, you are soon to be the master. No, I'm not going to be a master. Not a master yet. I'm learning, though. I got the routine. And what's Liberty say to Farmer? I can't read that. What's that say? That's Trump. What's Trump saying? I can't see what he's reading. It's too small, Liberty. Farmer's laughing at Liberty's last comment there. Okay, we're going to go ahead and continue. Let's continue. Hit enter. Let's see. We got continue or hunt. I think, what do you think? Hunt? Yeah, I've been retired. I was 20 years in the United States Air Force, Morza. I've been out of the United States Air Force longer than I was in. I was in for 20 years, from 1977 to 1997 as a United States Air Force fire protection specialist, a firefighter. Let's see. And you need to see the town's optics. It says wrong. Oh, wrong. It's too small. I can't see print that small. Come on. I need binocular or a microscope. And yeah, Farmer says crap. Yeah, I that's what I think. That's to be the prudent way. Of course, Liberty would say continue. And let's see, hunt and hope we don't die in a blizzard. Oh, that's true. That's true. Okay, let's see what we can do. Here we go. We're going to hunt. 1. Hit enter. Wham. WHAM. Bing. All we have to worry about when we eat well, whether we get the blizzard or not. Hopefully those pelts, those fancy pelts that we got in the beginning there from the Mercantile, from Liberty's Mercantile. Okay, let's see. We're going to go ahead and we eat well. We may die. We're going to eat well before we die. Unsafe water. Lose time. Look for a clean spring. Uh-oh. I see some more soap chips. If it's unclean water, it's soap chips. Okay, we're going to hit enter. And we're at August 31, 1847. Our food is 150. We're doing pretty decent on the food this game. 1,700 in bullets. We're not with zero clothing. We got to stop at the fort. And 25 for clothing at the fort. 102 in supplies. So we didn't die in a blizzard, thank God. So we're going to go ahead and stop at the fort. We get that selection. So here we go. We're going to hit enter. Whew. We got a fort. We got to stop at the fort. We have zero clothing. We got to go buy some clothing. Whoa, yeah, that's what I was saying. We got through with zero clothing. And of course, Liberty referring to the water that wasn't clear in the stream. Oh my, ivory chips are floating. Yeah, again, what's with the ivory chips? What are you cleaning now? Let's see. Morza over on the Twitch side says, my grandfather was a firefighter and he passed away about a month ago. Well, God bless him and Godspeed, because because the electric wiring in his house was installed incorrectly. Such a silly thing. I can't understand how it caught him off guard. Well, you never know, since firefighters are supposed to have plenty of experience knowing what to watch for. Yeah, but there's always that unknown. That's the thing as a firefighter. There's always an unknown, Morris. I know that firsthand. I would take up any more of your time. I'm going to watch this awesome game. No, I appreciate it. I appreciate being here, Morza. And then I'm sorry for the loss of your grandfather. He's a firefighter. I take it you're over in Poland because you mentioned your name was Polish. So my heart's out to your grandfather being a brother firefighter stuff. God bless him and Godspeed and stuff. And sorry for the loss to your family. That's not good. It's the thing of being a firefighter. We always know, it's like you fight these fires and stuff, and you don't get a scratch, but you go back to regular routine life, and it could just be a simple thing. That's why I try and be extra safe, but you can only be so safe. Let's see. Yeah, 25 in clothing. Yeah, that's what I got down on the list there, Farmer. And Farmer says, here's these burlap bags. Oh, burlap bags are on sale. We can use them for clothing. There we go. And Farmer says, why? I really like the fancy rhinestone covered belts. Okay. They're probably more expensive than the burlap bags. Okay, we're stopping at the fort. That's number 3. Here we go. Enter what you wish to spend it. We're going to do 25. We don't need any food. That's 0. We don't need any ammunition. That's 0. Clothing, we're 25 because we have none. Watch, we're going to go across the pond and we'll lose all that again. Going to hit enter. We don't need any miscellaneous supplies. We're pretty good there. And we always eat well. They are fancy. Yeah, those fancy with the rhinestones. They're fancy. They're called the Liberace Pelt Edition. Remember Liberace doing the thing? My mother loved Liberace playing. The Indians are going to rob you. No, the Indians always been friendly, Liberty. Don't stir them up. Don't antagonize the Indians now. The Indians are good with us. We're good with the Indians. We love the Indians. Okay, we're going to eat well. Number 3. Uh-oh. Hailstorm, supply damage. I think we had plenty of supply. And Farmer's laughing at that. And then Morza is laughing too. We have fun with this, Morza. This is all good fun. It's all good fun. Okay, we lost supply damage. Let's see what the damage is. It's September 13th, 1847, and we've gone 1,800 miles to go. We got 240 miles to go. Our food is looking good. Our bullets are looking good, 1,500. 16 in clothing. That's down from 25. And then 97 in miscellaneous supplies. Miscellaneous supplies is worrying me a little bit. And Liberty says, yeah, my mother-in-law had a signed album from Liberace and an artisan crystal from on his outfits. I have. Oh, really? Wow. Along with the concerts you've gone to. Wow, you that is. I like that. That's cool. A signed album from Liberace. That is. I don't really like his. His music was okay. I didn't really like. My mother loved him. It's like, that's pretty cool. That's a good one, Liberty. I like that. Farmer says if we can stop, get $10 more in clothing. What about supplies? Do you think we need supplies? And let's see, we got Morza. He says, it's funny that the person who made this game probably felt like they were creating something amazing, which isn't a lie. It was a great thing. When this came out, wow, I remember when this came out. I never played it, but I knew it was there. It was all the rage when it first came because there was nothing like it. But a lot has changed. Oh, yeah, definitely more. There's been a lot of change. Primarily, instead of text-based, you got the graphics with all the graphic things that you have in your computers. And let's see. Farmer says, nah, we're okay on supplies. Okay, just want to make sure. Okay, so we're going to stop at the fort for clothing if it comes up. Going to hit return. Uh-oh, hunt or continue? What are we going to do, Farmer? Do you think we can handle another continue? I'll take some of my coffee while the chat catches up on the Rumble side. And Rumble, if you're watching, let's see, hunt. Okay, we're going to go ahead and hunt. Okay, gotcha. We'll go ahead and hunt. We will hunt then. That'll get us down the road a little bit. 1, press enter to shoot. We're going to get ready to shoot here. Bang. B-A-N-G. Bing! Right between the eyes. We do good on the hunting. And, well, you were too busy taking care of the mercantile. I'm waving. I say, hey. And he's just like, you're too busy with that mercantile. It's all consuming. You got to be with the. Oh, she still says continue. Oh, we love you, Liberty. We love you. Okay, so we got another one. We're gonna eat well, and let's see. Uh-oh, that dang blasted son of mine gets lost. We spent half the day looking around. And you know where we're looking all around? He's hiding underneath underneath the mercantile wagon with the frickin' butterscotch. Did you give him the butterscotch, Liberty? Oh. Liberty slams door. I'm done for the weekend. Uh-oh, she told my son, go ahead, sneak under the mercantile. Here's a candy for you. And we're looking all around. We're looking in the woods. We're looking in the prairies. Where's my son? We turn around. He's been underneath Liberty's mercantile wagon all the time. Liberty says, piff. All right, Liberty. Okay. All right, we're going to continue. See what the damage is here. Okay. Oh, wow. We're getting down there. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty there towards the end. We're down to September 27th, 1847. We have 1,942 miles to go with 98 to go. We've gone 1,000. Food has been doing great this we got 170 in food, 1,500 in bullets, 16 in clothing. Miscellaneous is 97. And if we get a fort, we're going to stop at the fort, and hopefully the mercantile will slip. You know what? If the mercantile's not open, we'll jimmy the door. We'll go in there. We'll get $10 of clothes, and we'll come back out. Because Liberty's gone. She's okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and hit enter. All right, we're stopping at the fort. 3, Okay, we want $10 more in clothing. So we want 0 food. We got plenty of food. 0 ammunition. Clothing is 10. 0 miscellaneous. And Rotten Kids, no worry. I think we're make it, but I'm behind schedule and need to get. Okay, Farmer. Thank you for staying with us along. I know you got stuff to do there, so have a great weekend, Farmer. I think I can. We only got like we're almost there. So love the American flags. God bless America. Thank you, Farmer, coming in from the Commonwealth of Virginia, otherwise known as California East. You have a great day and great weekend, Farmer. Appreciate it. And let's see. And Liberty is saying to Farmer, have a great weekend. Be safe. Hand wash those pelts. Yeah, don't throw them in the washing machine. The rhinestones will come off. Okay, we're going to have 0 miscellaneous supplies. And we're going to eat well. Ox. Uh-oh. Here's another ox for you, Liberty. It hurt its leg. Slow you down the rest of the way. So we got another ox that's going to be ox jerky. We always lose the ox here. Hit continue. And look at that. Farmer knew we were going to be there. We're knocking at the door. You finally arrived at the Oregon City after 2,040 miles, long miles. Hooray. Yes, hooray. A real pioneer we are. And we get the, we end out with 150. We did pretty good on food the whole time. Bullets, we did good, 1,500. 22 in clothing we had, 97 in miscellaneous supplies, and we had $140 in cash. President Polk sends you his hardest congratulations and wishes you a prosperous life ahead in your new home. So we made it, folks, and you helped, Liberty. Don't cut yourself. You helped. You're part of the team. Even though we don't agree, you're part of the team. Congratulations. Glad I could help you. Cough. Don't cough. You helped. You helped. It's all part of the fun. And so there we have it. We made it, another Oregon Trail. And I raised my coffee cup to all the followers there. But, oh, wow, this is a long. Well, Friday we're usually long anyway. I had to restart the broadcast at the beginning, so. But we're done with this, and it's going to ask, are there any? Nope, we're done for the day. So say goodbye to the next one, and let's see. We're going to go ahead and turn off the. Let me go ahead and turn off the Commodore 64U, and bring that off the OBS, and. Turn it off, power it down, and we'll put this back over on the other. Oh, didn't want that. Got to use the arrows. Okay, we're back up there. There we are. We're back up. We're a little delayed on the thing there, but we're back up. And so we're at the end of another broadcast here, folks. We're going to call it. We're 2 hours and 44 minutes. Wow. So the game always takes it a little bit longer, but we had fun. I do appreciate the participation there from Farmer and as well as Liberty. Thank you very much to both of you. Greatly appreciate it. This is always a fun thing to do on a Friday. I look forward to doing this on Friday. We made it through again. But we are at the end. I'm going to say thank you to Tina, our Jersey girl, who was here at the beginning of the broadcast. Liberty, up there in the Buffalo, Niagara area here in New York State. Thank you, Liberty. As far as that goes, appreciate it greatly as far as your participation here. And Farmer as well. Farmer coming in from the X Live. No, I don't think it was on X Live. Let me check the X Live. How many people we got on X Live here? We got one person on X Live. Okay. Thank you, the one person on X Live. And but thank you, Tony D. Salute to you. Stay safe. and he's coming in from Warner Robins, Georgia, down there at the base. And let's see, coming down, we had Big Juice who popped in here making a bathroom remark there. Have a good one, Steve. Coming in from the Buckeye State of Ohio. And then we have our new person that came in here, Morza. And I'm not going to pronounce the second part there, Morza. It's like I get tangled up with my pronunciation. But thank you, Morza, for being here on the Twitch side. Greatly appreciate it. I'm glad to see that you enjoyed our little Oregon Trail thing. We do this every Friday. So greatly appreciate that. And again, the best to your family, and my condolences about your death and your grandfather, a former firefighter. And God bless him and Godspeed to him. And let's see, then I guess that's it. That's all we had in the thing. And Liberty says, it's been fun. Thanks. Have a great weekend, everyone. Be safe. Yes, exactly. Everyone be safe. Thank you again, Liberty. Thank you very much. Take care with the storms this weekend up your way, okay? That's something I'll be monitoring, I guess, as far as where I'm at. Liberty lives up in the Buffalo, Niagara area. I'm down on the southern tier in between Binghamton and Elmira in Tioga County. So she gets the weather coming off, and it comes back. It comes over across the state. So she's a fellow New Yorker, and they get some storms out that way, because that weather that comes off of Lake Erie. Whoa, it can be pretty hectic. But at any rate, that's all we have for today. Again, I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing the weekend. I may be broadcasting either later this afternoon or tonight. I need to get some Lord of the Rings gameplay in this weekend, because we've only done 2, and we have less than a week to go, and I got to get 3 more broadcasts in to get my 5 as far as that goes. So you all have a great one wherever you may be. I'm Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich, here on let's see, are we on? Yeah, we're on the right one, the right scene. Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich here on Rumble, at Fireman Rich over there on X. That's my mainstay. We're ending with 6 people on Rumble, 1 person on Twitch, 2 people on YouTube, 1 person on local, and like I said, over on X Live, where we're at, we have where's my X Live? Oh, there it is. We have 1 person over on X Live. So greatly appreciate that, folks, as far as the viewership. And those people that are watching on the replay, thank you very much as far as that goes. But X Live, or on X, at Fireman Rich, or else Google at Fireman Rich, or look at the show notes and stuff. But I'm primarily on X. That's where you can find me. That's where I mostly hang out as far as that goes. So other than that, you all have a great Friday. We made it to the weekend. And for you working stiffs, just get through the day, and you can start your weekend. I started mine last night after watching Starship play. That was a great concert. That's a great concert. I was glad I went. And you all have a great weekend, and we'll be seeing you. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care. God bless you all, and God bless America. Later, alligators. Take care.